Hey everyone, it's 4 April 2022, first rip of the year. Beautiful day today. It's about 7 or 8 degrees, and that's the high. And I've just started out. I'm on just off of Aylan Lake Road, south of Algonquin Park, and I'm at the old mill where I come here lots of times. Just to orient you, the old trapper's cabin. This is the Opiongo River here right in front of me, and the old trapper's cabin that I go to all the time is just over there. You can't see it through the trees, but it's over there about 300 or 400 yards. So I don't think I'm going to get too much off of the railbed trails today because of the conditions. I mean, even on the railbed trail, I'm sure I'm going to get turned around at some point because of crevices and deep water holes. It's still pretty early in the season, but I'm going to go down the railbeds as far as I can. If I can get on into some of the offshoot trails, you know, I'd like to get around Dickens Lake and through Minnow Lake, maybe over to Haskins, but I highly doubt I'll be able to get that far. But we're going to give it a shot, and we'll just make it up as we go. So here we go. I got a brand new GoPro Hero 8. I bought the Hero 8 because, well, the Hero 8's got really good reviews, and you know, they're a lot cheaper than the Hero 10s. So we're just going back out onto the main railbed trail here now. Opiongo River to the right. So I'm heading west towards, well, I'll come up to close to that junction where the trail goes over to Spectacle Lake Lodge. I highly doubt I'd get through there today because, you know, it's early yet, and there's still deep woods and ice and water holes once you get into the woods. But we're going to go as far as we can. Madawaska is about probably 10 kilometers ahead of me. I doubt I'll make it that far. That's just based on previous experience riding this time of year. I mean, it's all good right now, no problem, but it's when you hit where the trail goes over a creek or a big puddle, you know, those areas tend to, it melts underneath the ice first, and then you get a great big, you know, crevice with, you know, 2-foot deep edges on both sides. And, you know, I mean, you can swallow a dinosaur in a lot of them. And you got to be careful, because if the front collapses on you, you know, it'd be just like running into a brick wall. So you gotta watch your speed too. Lots of moose tracks. Hey, there's a moose standing. There's a moose right. I hope you can see it. I'll get as close as I can. He's about 300 yards ahead of me, and he's standing and looking right at me. I think it's well, maybe it's a deer. It's either a huge deer or a small moose. I think it's a moose. Yeah, it's a moose. We're just standing here looking at each other. Yeah, there he goes. He turned around. I don't want to scare him. We'll just sit here and look at each other for a minute. Okay, there he goes. So that's a good start to the year. Where did he go? It's amazing where they can go and how fast they can go. I mean, that's probably like waist deep for me down there. And they just go through it like nothing. Just like a tank. Wow. He's going. Him. Well, he went that side, so he didn't cross the river, so he's over there somewhere. That's a really wicked trail right here. I almost flipped in there a couple of years ago, just over here. It gets really off camber, and I got really steep. I was by myself, and it was pretty dodgy for a few minutes. Okay, so where I saw the moose was just back there. That's where that iron bridge was, and I'm heading east now, back on the railbed. This trail here, so there's a railbed continuing up there towards that's east. You know, you'd be going towards Barry's Bay and all that. And but I'm going to go up here. This trail goes over to Spectacle Lake Lodge. I don't come through here too much in the summer, and it's really rough and rocky, and it's slow, and there's not all that scenic in there. It's just kind of dense bush. There's no nice lakes you go past, so I usually kind of avoid that one too much. But I'm going to go up here a little ways and see how far I can get in. Probably won't be that far. It's pretty nasty in there. Operation here about 3 years ago, and here's where it starts right here. I don't know if they're in operation right now, but this trail isn't bad right now because of the loggers. It's all cleared and the sun gets at it, but up here a little further, where they haven't gone into, you know, it's still in the deep woods. That's when you hit all the nasty stuff. Through here last fall at all. I mean, I can't even remember when the last time I came through here. I think in the whole season, I think I came through here once last year. I just don't find this trail very interesting, and it's really, really rough and rocky, and you just shakes the guts right out of you. The only thing about it is it's a shortcut to get to Spectacle Lake Lodge. If you're over by the old mill and kind of Opiongo River area, you just take this through here. It's about 5 kilometers through here from you know, from the old mill area over to Spectacle Lake Lodge. You know, and then you know, then you're close to you know, the Fish Lake Mountain Lookout, and over you head over towards Haskins Lake and all that. Okay, so now I'm heading east on the main railbed trail, and I'm east of Aylan Lake Road. So basically, I'm heading back towards Barry's Bay. I'm probably about 15-18 kilometers west of Barry's Bay right now, and I'm heading east towards Barry's Bay. We'll see how far along here I can get. Surprised this isn't flooded here. So this small lake is called Gun Lake, and even in the summer there's usually water here. So I don't know, must be because of the beavers or something. I don't know. I'm surprised this isn't. This isn't flooded. So we're going to keep going here as long as I can. I think I should be able to make it up to the base of Fish Lake Mountain, and if I can get up there, it'd be great. But there's a huge hole right at the bottom of it. Well, we'll see. I might make it all the way through. Be nice. It's okay. This could be a deep one here. That should be all right. Meters of their house, they can hear them howl. I didn't think I was going to get through there. There's no problem at all. Yeah, this is my last stop of the day before I head back to the trucks and take a little break here. And so I just want to give you a little update on what I'm going to be doing this year. Basically continuing what I started last year, which is a lot more active in my filmmaking. I've been doing this for years, but I really kind of got into it a bit more last year as far as making the a bit of basic editing. That's all I do, and that's all I'm going to continue to. I'm going to keep everything really simple. I'm not going to get fancy and add music and a whole bunch of fancy graphics and titles and all that kind of stuff. It's basic, but it'll be lots of writing, and it's kind of the same style of writing and lots of solo stuff. Occasionally I get out with some people, but I really like going solo. I really do. That's what I enjoy most. I like getting into the deep dark woods all alone. I don't do anything crazy or stupid. I'm not out here to try and destroy my bike and see. It's not a bike. It's a quad. I hate to call it a bike. I don't like calling these things bikes. They're not bikes. They're quads. But no, I'm not out here to test the toughness of my Grizzly. I know it's a good machine. I just like to explore and get into remote lakes and things and trails. And there's tons of stuff that I go down all the time. The same, like a lot of the stuff is the same stuff that I do all the time. But you know, it's all good stuff, and it's like golfing. Every time out, it's different conditions, so it's like a new trail all the time, you know. So I'm not sick of it. I hope you're not sick of it. And but I do plan on doing some stuff that on film that I've been to many times, but I never got. I don't have it on film very much. And up north of Denby, going up that way, and then up down in the Massanuga there, up Effingham Lake area, and up through that area. I forget the name of the lake. We used to go to, is it Barker Lake? Yeah, up through there. That's good stuff. And so I'm going to try and plan on doing some rides over there. So that's south of me. I'm up by Madawaska right now, and this is where I primarily ride. You know, so I cover kind of, I mean, just south. I'm just kind of just about all my riding is kind of along the south edge of Algonquin, about 7 or 8 kilometers south of the border, or the southern border of Algonquin Park, and then, you know, east and west, you know, over, you know, Coe Hill. I haven't been down there yet for a while, but you know, that's kind of the westernmost area I've been to, Coe Hill, and then, you know, west as far as Ampa. But I mean, I haven't been to Ampa for years. But the main focus is kind of east and west of the Highway 41 corridor, and then up here in Madawaska area. And you know, my channel, I'm not here to get subscribers. You know, I just do this for fun. I'm not trying to. This isn't my business or anything. So I'm not trying to. I'm not one of these guys who's begging people to subscribe or anything. If you want to subscribe, fine. If you don't, you know, that's fine too. I'm not here to do this business. I don't want to get wrapped up in making videos and all that stuff all the time. And you know, I'm not really much of a talker. I like to just do things and just show them on video. So anyway, so about the worn plow that I had, we had a lot of snow this year in Palmer Rapids, and I have a 20-car driveway, and I used my plow, but I didn't use it that much. I used it 4 or 5 times. I did the majority of my shoveling with by hand, but I did use worn plow, and it did exactly. I mean, it's incredible how much snow you can push with this thing. I mean, my tires didn't slip a couple times in really heavy stuff. Wet stuff, you know, the tires skidded a bit, but I mean, no problem. I didn't, because I got a paved driveway, I took those little sliders that are on the bottom of it off, and I just went with the wear bar on the bottom of the blade, and it worked great. I mean, really nice machine. So I'll be doing some more of that this year. I didn't film it all with it. Just didn't get around to doing any filming with it. So, but no, it all worked great. No damage, didn't wreck anything or anything like that. But like I said, I only used it 3 or 4 times the whole winter, and we had a lot of snow this year. It came late. I mean, the snow only started. I mean, we had snow, but I mean, the real big dumps. We had one huge dump kind of mid-December, a big wet, heavy snowfall, and then it kind of backed off. And then about a week or so after Christmas, probably around the 10th or so, we started getting lots of snow, and then the temperature went to like -50, and it stayed at -50 for about a month. I'm just being facetious. It was more like, you know, it was in the kind of the -20 to we had a couple days it was -35. It was cold, and it was a cold, snowing winter. And you know, this spring is a slow melt, which is good. You don't want a fast melt like we did last year. So anyway, I got one other toy, and I'll put a picture of it here in a minute. I got a new motorcycle. Just picked it up a couple weeks ago, actually. It's another Kawasaki 650 KLR. It's a 2022. And I sold my 2018 like an idiot last fall, and I regretted it as soon as the guy drove out the driveway with it. So I thought I could live without a motorcycle, but I can't. So I called the Good Time Center up in Ottawa, and I wanted another KLR. So I managed to get a 2022, and here's a picture of it. And so I'm be doing a trip out to the East Coast via the States on it this year. I go through I cross the Cornwall, and then I go through over Lake Champlain on the north end, and then into Vermont, go across New Hampshire and Bangor, Maine, and then come up at St. Stephen, New Brunswick, all along the coast through Moncton, and then north up to the Miramichi. That's where my in-laws are. So that's where we're going. So that's my big trip that's coming up, and probably be doing that late June, early July, something like that. And there'll be some other bike trips too, but you know, I'm gonna do lots of Grizzly stuff too. So anyway, that's gonna be it for today. We're gonna wrap her up, and so we'll see you. The weather's looking really great next week. So I'm gonna do some biking, but I'm gonna do probably 1 or 2 ATV trips next week also. And the conditions will be better, because I've been stopped a couple times today, and you know, from crevices and stuff. So you know, it sucks. You come out here and you can't go through these things because there's, you know, those great big huge water holes and crevices. So anyway, so we'll catch you again soon, and have a good day.